Well, hello there. I just wanted to have a look at reusable water bottles today. Environmentally conscious folks are trying to cut down on their single-use plastics waste, aren't they? Chucking stuff in the bin and everything. The market for reusable water bottles seems to be absolutely huge at the moment, and it's really important to get enough fluids into yourself, isn't it, in a day? So I wanted to have a look at some of the stuff that's available on the market. There's a lot of really rubbish products on there. There's a lot of good products on there as well. So yeah, I wanted to have a look at what I use, some of the stuff I think's better than others, and why. So any quick search on Amazon will reveal dozens, hundreds of different kinds of water bottles. Some of them are just not very good, just not very well designed. Something as really simple as a drinks bottle should be a really simple thing to design, right? A little bit of thought will give you a really great product. But some of this stuff's just rubbish. So first I wanted to have a look at these kind of really cheap little kind of sports bottles that kids get given to take to school and everything. You know, these kind of screw-lid ones. It's just a nice simple bottle with a nice simple pull-up lid, but these aren't very good. They leak like mad. They're really cheap. They're okay, aren't they, I suppose? But yeah, they're not very good in the long term because they leak a lot, basically. Not great. These are the kind of little kids bottle things here. You attach a straw onto there, it goes into there. Little flip straw drinking thing. Again, these are okay, aren't they? But these sort of things are a devil to clean. These aren't so bad. You can get a cleaning brush in there to give them a good scrub out, and if you buy those really thin straw brushes, you can clean these out, but there's loads of little nooks and crannies that will get bacteria and dirt in them. I'm not mad keen on them. Pretty flimsy as well. I've had so many of these over the years. They've all failed after a little while because they're just cheap and not that good. Then a quick search on Amazon will reveal tons of Systema products. These are BPA free. There's kind of some health concerns about plastics. Some plastics, stuff like this, doesn't have those kind of health certificate pass things on there. So there's a lot of concern from some people that using normal plastic bottles can have health risks. These are all advertised as Systema stuff's all advertised as BPA. Phenolates or whatever it's called, I can't remember. But these are supposedly harm-free to use. These are really relatively cheap. Systema do all kinds of different bottle designs. We bought a few of these. Screw lid there, and you kind of twist the cap and the little straw pops up. They're all right. Yeah, they're okay. They're relatively cheap. They're sturdy-ish. I've found with these that these always fail after a while and start to leak, and just really difficult to clean thoroughly. You can't get a straw brush into there to flush this out. Just the thought of liquids building up over weeks and months in there and not being able to properly clean it out really puts me off. Then there are loads of like metal bottles available. Sturdy, tough, stylish, and insulated. So in theory these will keep your drinks or liquids, soups or whatever hot if you put hot stuff in them, cold if you put cold stuff in them, so that's good. You can get some really nice looking bottles on there. What are these, like peacock feathers or crow feathers? I don't know, whatever. But yeah, some of these are really nice. This Stanley one's lovely. It's got a very nice flip lid with a spout for drinking, which is really cool. One-handed, I use this one in the car. It's good. Safety click on there, little carry handle on there, and really a real bugbear of mine is these have got to be easily cleanable. The lid screws off, there's just an insulated chamber in there. You can get a cleaning brush well in there to give that a good scrub. That's good. The lid as well, it's really easy to just open up, clean. You can get your sponge or whatever you clean with into all those nooks and crannies, so that's good. I have had this flip down once and it's been in my work bag. This got pressed and it spilled its contents all over my bag, so yeah, got to be a little bit careful with the flip lid type bottles in my experience. I actually broke my work computer by having the contents of one of my drink bottles spill into my work bag. So that didn't go down too well. But yeah, these are good. And there's ones like this. This is just a simple screw-lid bottle with a rubber O-ring on there to stop your liquid spilling. Again, it's just a simple insulated bottle there. So good, sturdy. And then here's a nice little thermos one. Again, insulated, rubber O-rings on there, rubber seal. Really easy to clean, this one, which is why I like it. The lid acts as a little cup if you want it to, really wide brimmed. So yeah, these are good. But obviously the metal bottles are quite a bit heavier than the plastic ones, and you lose some volume per size, so you're getting a sturdy product made of metal, double walled. So these actual products are physically bigger than the plastic equivalents, although they're going to keep your liquids hot or cold for longer. There's a weight penalty and often a price penalty as well. Let's just have a look at the weight of these and compare it to some of the plastic ones. So there's the thermos flask. I think that's a 600 ml capacity, 650 ml capacity, that one. That's 391 grams before you've got any liquid in. So a litre of liquid would weigh 1 kilogram. So yeah, another 650 mils in there. You're carrying sort of a kilogram of weight there. Stanley one, I think that's 750 mils. That's 401 grams. This sort of peacock feather one, I think that's a half a litre, and that's 340 grams. So empty, you're already carrying 340 grams. A lot of us guys like to kind of count the weight of the stuff we're carrying. I like to have as light a weight stuff as possible. So yeah, these are already starting off at between 340 and 400 odd grams for the metal bottles, versus like a bog standard Nalene 1 litre bottle, 176 grams. A Nalene Canteen style bottle, that's a litre again, that's 130 grams. So a big difference between those and the metal. Wildo, 710 mils, I think this one, something like that anyway. That's just 80 grams. So your weight saving by using plastic is quite significant when you're carrying. So that's a Nalene Canteen litre bottle, 130 grams. Plus your litre in there, it's still just over a kilogram, but yeah, you're saving a few hundred grams using this over a metal insulated bottle. So your metal bottles, you've got the advantage of these being insulated. They'll keep your drinks cold for hours. You can use these with hot drinks. I'm not sure you can use many of the plastic bottles with hot liquids, because they might deform the product or spoil it or something, I don't know. So metal bottles, perhaps a bit more versatile, and will keep your drinks cold. Tend to be much more expensive, and they're quite a bit heavier. Personally, my favourite sort of bottles are these dead simple, like Nalene bottles or this Wildo one. Let's have a look at this one first. Your bog standard 1 litre Nalene, made in the USA, BPA, chemical free, supposedly safe to use. These are great. They're relatively cheap, really durable, really super simple. Litre of liquid in there, drink 2 of those a day and you're all right, aren't you, in a normal situation? That's fine. These are really good. I really like the lids on these. This is a wide mouth one, so easy to clean. Get your big bottle brush in there, give that a good scrub out. The lid is nice, it's attached, you're not going to lose the lid. Difficulty with these is drinking them, say when you're driving or something, you need 2 hands to open it, and because of the wide mouth, these can spill quite easily. Can't really drink out of these while you're walking along if it's full, because it'll just spill down your beard. But yeah, these don't leak, and the Nalene bottles, these type of Nalene bottles, don't have any rubber ring in there. A lot of the other bottles have a rubber ring to stop leaks and everything. That's fine, but they just harbour, it's a mould trap. Again, after a few months of use, you're going to have to remove your rubber rings and clean them, surely, guys, or that's going to be building up germs and bacteria that could make you rather poorly. These don't have that. It's just plastic or whatever material this is. They don't leak. The design is excellent. These don't leak, they don't have any rubber. These are the most hygienic sort of bottles. Really good. Litre of fluid in there, good to go, brilliant. But the round shape of this means these take up a lot of room in your bag, I think. So I got hold of a couple of these. These are Nalene as well, made in the USA. They're Canteen bottles, 1 litre. Again, really good shapes, shaped like the military canteens. Really good. Again, the lid is attached. You can't lose that. There's no rubber in there to get mouldy. They still don't leak. A narrower opening, so it's easy to drink from on the go. These are great, and because of this kidney shape, these, although they hold the same amount of liquid as these fit into a bag much better than the round shape. Honestly, these will slide down there. That's brilliant. This is my favourite bottle. Really durable, really quite cheap as well. This is my #1 choice, a 1 litre water bottle. Really sturdy, really simple, no mucking about, no gimmicks. Slides into your bag nicely because of the shape. Excellent. These are the best, in my opinion. The other option that I've got recently that I really like is this Wildo version. I think these are 710 mils, again modelled on a military style bottle, a Swedish military bottle made in Sweden. This again is really simple, really sturdy. That fits in your hand so nice. It looks like a tiny little kid's bottle, but yeah, you're getting over 700 mils of liquid in there. Really great option, and because of the shape again, carries really nicely in a bag or in your hand. You can even fit this into a cargo pocket. The lid's attached, no rubber rings in there to get filthy. Narrow mouth opening piece there, so easy to drink from on the move. Really great option. The difficulty I have with these canteen style bottles again is cleaning them. The bottle brush that I use, they don't quite, you can squeeze them into these bottles, but then I'm always worried about how you can clean this part on inside, you can clean the bottom, but how do you get these bits? So I've had to buy like a bendy bottle brush. It's made out of wire and you can bend it to an L shape, so I squeeze that in there and can scrub all around there. A little bit of a pain. I don't feel like I have to do that every time, but yeah, certainly a couple of times a week I'll clean thoroughly with the bottle brush there. You've got to think, surely, haven't you, about how you're going to clean your bottles. For me personally, these canteen style ones are by far the best option. They're really light, they're really durable, they're really simple, they hold a good amount of fluid, and because of the shape they can slip into your bag really easily compared to like a round bottle. So these are my favourite, definitely. Of course there is another option, which is the cheapest and maybe the best of all. Just use an empty Coke bottle. Just buy a Coke bottle, you get in a lovely drink of Coke and you get a free water bottle with it as well. Yeah, just use one of those if you don't want to spend anything much at all. Why not? Brilliant. But yeah, what do you reckon? What do you guys favour? These are clearly the best for me, for my usage situation. But yeah, be good to hear what you guys reckon, what you use. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope your day goes as well as it possibly can. See you later.